Hello and welcome back to SourceFedNerd with your daily dose of table talk, where we talk about your questions, topics, things, and stuff. Oh, it's actually
and good night. In your dreams, you'll be on YouTube. Feel on Steve's little beard. Oh no, he did it again.
Also, you can go to reddit.com/r/SourceFed to recommend things and post hilarious gifs of. Ross is gonna do something at some point.
We'll get there.
Yeah, do something gifable. You have to.
Oh, like Ross never does. Ross is like, that's where his head is.
You guys.
Oh, there it is. You were thinking
you can't stop him from doing a
GIF
GIF,
thumbnail.
but you can only think of how you can be a part of it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you were thinking in GIF creation. That's really cool. I never thought of that.
Oh, but yeah, so my name's Philip DeFranco.
I'm Ross Everett.
And I'm Steve Zaragoza.
Man, ever since we got this tinier bowl, it's all over the place, even though it's the sickest one we've
I know,
had.
it's really cool, man.
Anyway, I'm gonna jump into the first one, and I'm gonna try and not use all my talent that is in me, because we got to film Breaking Bad broken down after this.
Yeah,
Dude,
don't
I
splooge
can't,
your
like,
brainness.
Can I be honest with you? I almost didn't come into work today.
Even though it's gonna be for each. Why?
Because I didn't
Oh,
sleep.
I thought you didn't watch it. I was like, oh.
Oh no, I watched it and I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and it was the first thought. Anyway, we already have a video on the channel
Watch
about
that
it.
show. You
Anyway.
click that annotation here.
So Dr. Wumbo says, red button. If you press it, you receive $6 billion. However, somewhere in the world, a family of 4 would die. Would you? So can we ruin the movie that this is about?
The button?
Oh wait, what's that?
Well, no, there was the button, but it was $1 million and one person died.
Wait. What movie is that?
So I think it's called The Button.
Do you
or The
wanna
Box.
know? It was The Box.
Yeah.
But I think there's probably like a book, and it's probably like
Yeah.
stolen from something else, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, let's
blah,
ruin the movie.
Or like
Cameron
a Twilight
Diaz already
Zone
did
episode
it.
or something? Wait, Cameron Diaz was in it?
That's so
That's
funny.
probably why I didn't see it.
So here's the deal. They end up deciding like whether to push the button or not. Essentially, if you push the button, you get it, right? But then it kind of sort of puts you on the list to be the next person that dies.
Oh.
Wow, that's very Twilight
That's
Zone.
so cool.
Yeah,
That's
so-
great. So you're only killing people that would kill people for money.
Yeah, but the reason
So
this
does
is
that
interesting.
change it
the
for
reason
you?
the reason this is interesting is you wouldn't even be able to leave it for your family. It's just that you would die.
Well, no, it says
Well, no.
a family of 4
Yeah,
would die.
your family.
No, I know, but
At
then,
least they
but
wouldn't
then
miss
you-
each
But
other.
then your family of 4 would probably be the next
they
on
all
the list.
go together.
Well, that's the thing. So if those are the rules, then you're right. Then your whole
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, where I'm
business.
at with my life, like I'm not like we were watching, or I was watching the Money Mayweather fight, and he was like showing all the stuff he has, and I was like, okay. I was like, I'll never need all that stuff.
Did they start boxing now with an episode of Cribs?
No, did you? Oh, so if you watch the pay-per-view, it's literally like it was like he's one of the athletes who doesn't try and play it down that he makes a shit ton of money, because he's one of the most.
His
paid
name
athletes.
is money.
He threw money into his name, and then it shows like this montage, and he's beating this punching bag
Or
up.
what was his
poor
name?
person up the
Yeah.
street. No, and he's doing it. He's like, y'all thieves! I'm a bank robber. You'll take money from anyone, and he's all about it. And in a way, like. So it's like this whole thing. I started by like kind of making fun of Mayweather when he did that kind of 2-punch on what was that guy? It was that one boxer. Were you at the house?
Where the guy went to go give him the hug and he snuck it in there and
he was like
hit him in the
gonna
face?
apologize, and he was like pop pop.
Yep.
And he
Oh, no,
downed
I
him.
wasn't there for that.
And I kind of made fun of him, and from that I found out that Floyd Mayweather is probably the most famous person that watches the PDS.
Yeah?
He's part of the nation.
Whoa,
Does
he
he
is?
watch SourceFedNerd, or can we go back?
I don't know. So he's like I don't care.
Yeah.
We should get him to subscribe to Nerd. We'll
Yeah.
just start talking about boxing.
But anyway, like people give him shit for it. I respect it, because there's like a weird what my thing is. I don't want to. Oh, Joe.
Secret Joe.
Secret Joe.
I just see a little Secret Joe pop around the corner.
Oh, Secret Elliot.
Double Secret SourceFed.
You're just missing out. You're just missing out.
Joe came riding in on a wild Elliot Morgan.
Oh.
Joe! Wait, real quick, Joe, get back here.
Uh-oh.
Joe, get back here.
Ruined the bit. I never come back.
Will you chop Steve down like a tree? If you could.
Ow.
Thuds down. By the way,
Just
if you
thuds.
guys want to see what Joe could do to a tree, check that bad boy
Yeah.
out. On forhumanpeoples.com right now, you can pick up that super manly poster of Joe, and he will sign it with a manly word.
There's also this.
There's also this super sexy thing.
Steve will rub his nipples at
Yeah.
your house
I
for
will
$7.
put on every shirt you buy and rub my nipples in them. But I'll
And
probably
that's
stretch out your
Lee
shirt
in a
if it's-
dinosaur costume. chasing Steve in his natural form.
But anyway, I respect I respect the money, but I was looking and I was like, I'll never need that much. Like, it would probably be cool, maybe, but like he has like a million
More than he
people
could
around.
spend in his life?
Yeah, he has like he. I'll bring up my close family, you know, and I'll bring up my close friends. But that's like a billion. He has a ton of people around him, and we were talking about like
Football
players that just like go bankrupt 2 years out.
Even like college athletes that like were super big, like they had someone said like 30 people on cell phone plans. I was like, oh yo man, I was your right guard in high school. I had your back. I need that Verizon 4G plan.
Unlimited if you could.
Dude,
Dude,
unlimited.
Should have switched him over to Phil.ting.com, man. Save that money. Live that life. No, but we're just throwing in sponsors.
Every plug possible.
Yeah, we're gonna
Guys,
get more
and
on that.
also,
Did you
when,
know?
when you watch Netflix, like
You share
like on the movie
profiles.
club- Yeah.
What?
With
Exactly.
Netflix.com/PhillyD.
Netflix.com/PhillyD or Netflix.com/SourceFed.
Yeah.
Either one of those.
Yeah.
If you guys have multiple email addresses, by the way, too much.
Yeah, no longer will those
Unsubscribe.
those weird movies you've been watching at home that you don't want your brother to know you've been watching. That doesn't matter anymore. You can just use a different profile and he'll never know. unless
Also,
you click on
older
it.
men, is your penis feeling flaccid and you would like to please your woman at any moment of the day? See Alice.
Yeah,
It'll
absolutely.
put you in a bathtub on a beach.
We gotta watch who we pimp out in this show because they always end up contacting us.
Yeah. Also, flashlight.
Who
Come at us.
They didn't send us.
They didn't
flashlights.
send us anything.
Instead, we got butt toys from Lilo.
From Lilo.
And
yeah.
I didn't even get to play around with any of them in the office.
Did we include it in the behind the scenes? Because I have like 5 seconds of you guys opening the package. I've never seen like us get something and it just be completely
I know,
wiped
it just
out.
disappears. Yeah, it just completely
Sorry,
disappears.
we're all over the place.
Yeah.
Main point. I don't need $6 billion.
I would buy so many Phil.ting.com SourceFed shirts.
I have a.
I would buy so many flashlights.
do you have a number in your head? Okay, so really fast. I wouldn't have a family of 4 die. I can be Team Walt for days. Like me actually just killing random
What if
people.
it was like the
No.
Hitlers?
It's not gonna be.
The Hitlers.
But it's not even like Hitler. It's just like they're like
The Hitlers.
No,
yeah.
what if it turns out it was the Hitlers that were gonna stop Adolf?
They were
It was
like they were about to be like, we should intervene. Adolf's looking a little on edge. And someone hits a button, and they all go.
By the way, The Hitlers was my favorite sitcom when growing up.
Wait,
The
so
Hitlers.
really fast, just before we move on to the next one, do you have a number where you'd be set for life?
No, I mean like there is a number. I just have no idea. What
You know,
it is.
I don't need much, man. I just want to like take care of all my bills. I want my bills taken care of without having to worry about a damn thing. I don't need like a fucking mansion. I don't need a sports car. I don't need any of that stuff. I just want to be able to like comfortably live and not have to worry about like my coming years.
Well, here's the thing,
$50
Steve.
million.
No matter how much you get, you're going to spend half of that on Disney Infinity toys.
That is true.
Go to steve.disneyinfinity.com.
I think mine's $50 million.
$50 million?
Because you put enough money away for like however many people. I think I'm gonna be one of those parents when I have kids, and then grandparent when I'm there. That I'm just gonna like want my kids to do everything that I didn't do.
Yeah.
So I want them to finish college because I didn't.
And that didn't work out for you.
But like it hurts me to know that I could have been at least more book smart.
But
I'm happy with my life.
You will get an honorary degree at some point in your life.
Yeah.
Someone will be like, yeah, let's make him a doctor.
But that's
like,
but
come
that-
speak for us.
No,
we'll give
no,
you.
but that's how I want to I feel like what we do is fun, you know, and we have a sweet gig and we can inform people and we help people in our own little way. But I would love to like then through my loins help people in other ways.
I
So
would like to help
doc-
people through my loins.com.
Right?
Go to loins.ross.com.
I want Dr. DeFranco, and then I want to make a DeFranco that gives the Jets a quarterback that doesn't suck.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, look
all
at
right.
this.
Anyway,
Hey, by the way, Geno Smith, pretty okay.
that's the best thing you could say
Yeah.
about a Jets QB in the
Yeah,
past
that's the biggest
how many
compliment
years?
in a long time. He had-
Since Eisen?
no,
Uber-
since Favre.
No, Favre. Favre was fantastic at overthrowing Jets receivers.
Well, that's Jets receivers. fault.
Yeah.
They can't
Yeah.
get there. He did fine on the Vikings the year after.
Hey, you guys remember that episode of Lost where they like turn the donkey wheel?
Anyway.
and
Oh
Travis-
God, Lost is the
So let's go.
worst.
How dare you? I have one already.
Oh.
Randall A.C. Rivera, I love that air conditioning. I wouldn't be able to live without it.
Go to randall.sting.ting.com.
Go to rendell.airconditioning.sourcefed.netflix/pds.com. Would you rather reenact Miley's VMA performance or reenact her Wrecking Ball music video?
I feel like Robin Thicke would take you from behind, so I'm gonna go with
Wrecking Ball music video, right? Whee!
Also with the
Yeah, I've been on a swing.
VMAs.
I go to the beach sometimes and literally just like go on the swings for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and
why
So
not?
good.
So I don't hate my
I hear
life.
that swing, that feeling that you get when you drop on a swing is 1/8 of an orgasm. Or that was the rumor at my middle school.
Wait, what?
I think,
Yeah.
I think that's something you said in a previous video that you now believe.
Really? I've tricked myself. You guys, I went to college on Booksmart.
Wait, does that mean Miley's Wrecking Ball video is all about orgasms? That's what the song's about.
No, it's about getting discounts at Office Depot.
./SourceFed.office.com.
I bought the song. Okay, I bought the song.
Alright.
I downloaded the cover that's better than the song. Like it's just.
I'm
I
working
dig
on a
it.
parody right now.
Yeah. Oh, Steve, do you want to go get lunch at the mall?
Yeah, exactly. My father consumes too much alcohol. Yeah, it's good. I'm
Someone
sure
fart?
Weird Al's doing it already.
No.
Not me.
No,
Alright,
I
let's
think
go.
we would have owned it.
Who farted?
Who
Someone
farted? It's got to be. What?
Was it you?
Was it you?
It was
Oh, by
David.
the way, you guys, it's David's last day today. Thank you so
Aw,
much, David.
David.
He did the head-to-heads that you guys love. So thank you for everything.
He
that
built
you've
the
done
fucking
today.
SourceFedNerd
Built the
set.
Yeah.
SourceFedNerd
Yeah.
set. The cool designs behind Anime Club were his projector idea, and also he helped a
Yeah.
lot designing the Today in History set. So.
And a lot of the cool graphics and stuff that you see, a lot of the graphics packages David
Yeah.
did, very cool stuff.
And when you're watching this, it'll be too late to say goodbye to him.
Steve Zaragoza is a robot.
Yeah,
He
he
yeah,
built.
he did.
Yeah,
He did,
He
yeah.
built him. So this one's from Fernando Rodriguez off of Twitter. He says, "If you could trade a talent with another SourceFed member, who and what would that be?"
Trade a talent.
Yes.
Maybe Joe, because Joe's just like he's just like an
Athleticism?
athlete.
Yeah.
I want to know what that's like.
I
I've
would
never had
trade. I would
athleticism.
trade for your voice.
Oh.
Yeah, either your comedic scream. You've got such a good, funny scream.
I got a good scream. Yeah.
Steve went off on a pizza employee.
Hold on a second. Don't go spreading
Went
rumors
off
here.
on him.
Don't go spreading rumors here, Ross.
So we went to the Rev, and Steve's getting his pizza made, and he's like kind of like doing his Steve thing, being like,
But
"Oh,
we're joking together.
Skim. Can we get some?
Some like, what are we-
mushrooms, some shrooms, and
Some shroomies?
Yeah, some shroomies, and then
Mushrooms.
mushroom. And
What is
then
that?
he asked for something else. What did you ask for?
So I asked for spinach.
Spinach, and she's like, playing with him, and she, like, brain fart moment, reaches for onions and puts it on onions.
The biggest handful of onions
Instead of
ever.
being like, oh, I didn't want that, Steve runs like straight defense, blitzes her, and goes, "No! What are you doing?" But in his Steve yell, which is,
Yeah. I was basically like, "What are you doing? No! I don't want onions!" And then she like everyone in the place freaked out. They're all like, "Is this the moment?"
This is the moment Steve snaps.
we're about
and
to be
kills
on
everybody.
the news.
Yeah.
Steve's
Well, we
Zaragoza
frequent
went
that
postal.
pizza rev.
So wait,
Yeah.
what happened?
Well, she was like,
She
They
picked those
know.
out.
Half of them know the SourceFed crew.
yeah, that's the thing. They know us, but it just so happened like
She
at
said
the time,
unsubscribe and cried on a corner.
She said, "I'm never going to Netflix.com/source ever again." No, but she was like, she Jesus Christ.
Wait, but what
She
happened
went over
there?
to the pizza, so she was like, "Whoa, I'm sorry." Like, I'm sorry, and I was like, first of all, like, I'm not really angry because obviously it's just fucking food. Like, it's not like you like hit my wife or something. And so I was like, "I'm sorry, we were joking. We were joking the whole time." So like, she starts picking out the onions, like literally, like every single bit, and she's like, "Don't worry, I'll get them all. I promise." And I
She
was
did.
like-
She did a great
and
job.
she did. She got them all. And while she's doing it though, she's like, "So you don't like onions? What's up with that?" And I was like, "Well, you know what's funny? I actually like green onions, like chives. Like I'm actually like a big fan of green
And
onions."
she reaches for
For
green
green
pepper.
peppers?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. First of all, I didn't say I will also have green peppers. I didn't even say yes, and I will also have green onions. All I said was I like green onions.
And then she puts them on there, and then Steve goes postal again.
Yeah, so if I
what
said,
are
wait
you
a minute,
doing?
wait, but if I said I like caviar on my pizza, would she drive to fucking Beverly Hills
That's
and pick up some
different.
fucking
That's
caviar
not
for
on
me?
the menu.
No, but all I said was I
Although,
liked.
hey, Pizza Rev, if you're watching and you have a caviar pizza, I will eat that.
Wait, hold on. Oh, did you say it's not even one of the items there? Neither was green onions, and for some reason I got green peppers.
Those are real
All right,
close.
so then what happened after you got green
So
peppers
I was
on it?
like, she puts fucking a whole handful of green peppers on there, and I'm like, no, that's not what I want. Like, I never asked for green peppers. And at this point, she's like, really? I was like, yeah, I didn't
was
ask for that.
nervous.
Yeah,
And she was
she
like,
got-
so she starts picking out the green peppers, and I'm like, can we just start over?
Yeah, of course, you have to. At that
Yeah, we
moment.
gotta start over. And she's like, wait, really? And I was like, yeah, I don't want that pizza. That's not what I want. And she's like, okay. And this other lady comes in, she's like, I'll take care of this, don't worry. And she pulls me over to the beginning again. There's like already a line of like 4 more people, and I'm like, I don't know if I, like, this is the worst experience at a pizza rep I've ever
But
had.
to connect it back, I would kill for Steve's scream because like that he's got like this this like vibration that comes in it, and it's not even loud. It's not ear piercing. It just sounds loud.
When you're dealing with the public, it's very easy to slowly stumble and then stumble more and then stumble more.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in for the last one, but I think the one thing I would steal would probably be Elliot Morgan's writing ability. But,
Yeah.
But the thing is, you'd have to trade, so I don't know
Yeah, what are
my
you giving
thing
him?
is.
Well, what do I get from
Give
you,
him your
Ross?
knee problems.
Any supernatural experiences? No. My dad believes in it. But my dad also believes in God. But he lost his mom, my grandma, at a very, very early age. So he always has like that feeling that whenever there's like, he always like feels something. But I don't know. I think it's a nice thought, but I don't believe in it.
I've seen like cool things that like I don't necessarily believe in God. I believe in universe and spirits and all that fun stuff. But whenever like something spooky happens, and I'm like, oh, it's like my grandpa, or oh, it's my grandma. Like I'll suspend my belief in everything just to like kind of let myself have a little fun there.
I've never experienced like something that was undoubtedly like, yep, ghosts are real, but I experienced something I already talked about on the show, and maybe I'll find it so you can link it in a description or whatever, but it's not even worth it. But it was just this experience where like I stayed the night at a friend's house and something fell impossibly, like there was no way, it was weighted enough
How
so
old
it
were
couldn't
you?
fallen over. It was like 3 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, 27.
I feel like Hispanic people are
Dude,
far
you're right.
easier
No,
to-
it's true.
to
It's
scare.
true.
No. They're more likely
No,
to
that's
believe
black
in.
people.
Yeah, I've seen David Blaine videos. They run.
It's a racial idea in my head. But I think
No,
that's true.
you're absolutely right. And the reason why is because the Hispanic culture has, they're very strong in their beliefs of Catholicism. Like, it's a generalization, but it's basically true. And Catholicism brings all sorts of like kind of scary thoughts of demons and exorcisms and all that kind of stuff, and it kind of just heightens your sense of like believing in all these other things. And also in Hispanic culture, there's a lot of really cool like supernatural fables and tales, like La Llorona, and there's like the Chupacabra. Well, that's not really like a
Chupacabra's
Chupacabra's
not,
more of like a. It's not a folklore.
It's a
thing.
goat sucker.
But hey, Chupacabra is basically the Mexican Loch Ness monster, if you think about it.
I thought they found it.
The Chupacabra?
Yeah.
Was it just like a
It was
weird
like a
dog?
weird kind of like coyote thing. Yeah, it was a weird dog.
It's a weird dog.
Yeah.
But anyway, like,
Yeah.
so growing up, and I always tell stories about when I was in Catholic school, I was such an evil kid. Like, me and my buddy Jeff, we were like really the black sheep in school. Everyone was like really good kids, and Jeff and I were the ones that were the cynics and kind of like, yeah, right, with all this shit. And we would draw like really terrible shit in our religion book. Probably the kind of shit that like you would get kicked out of school for now.
Wow.
But we would draw like scepters and devil horns on these like priests and stuff in the religion book. And just for jokes, we were kids. It's not like we were fucking like hurting people or bullies or whatever. We were nerds. But I remember specifically, we were reading the Bible, and we were at some point in the Bible, and there was this girl that sat next to me who was very terrified of everything. I'd say like a Trisha Hirschberger type. And I remember, so my brother's older than me. He already been through all of the Bible, and he, like, one day, he was like, dude, did you know there's this part in the Bible where there's, like, dragons and like fucking like earthquakes and the sun falls into the ocean and there's demons and dudes on horses cutting people's heads off and shit? And I was like, what? Really? And he's like, read the end of the Bible, dude. Just do it.
Jump to the end.
So I jump to the end and I start reading Book of Revelations, which is the most terrifying fucking thing in the world if you've read it. And so I take this knowledge as like a 9-year-old back to my Catholic school with the kids. And in Catholic school, they kind of work you up to all the parts of the Bible.
cool stuff? I'd start with the cool
I
stuff.
know, start with
Get
the
'em
cool
hooked.
Or at least like before you go, we're going to read the Bible. We're going to start reading the Bible. It's going to take a couple
like
of
that
months,
idea.
kids. But before we read, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, before we get into the Bible, just know there's a really cool part with demons and dragons and blood and stuff at the end of the Bible.
That's why movies cut together trailers.
Yeah, exactly. Let's have a trailer for the Bible. But I remember just leaning over to the girl next to me and going like, did you know there's demons and shit, and the sun's gonna fall into the ocean, and it's gonna turn into blood, and then like a spirit's gonna pass through all of us and fucking murder us, and if we're not good, we're not gonna go to.
Is there really a thing where the sun falls into the ocean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just-
That's wrong.
That's poor.
It's just bad science.
Well, at the same time, when it was written, they were like, yeah, that looks like that could probably fit.
Yeah. It's just, you're right. It's incorrect
Yeah.
science in any way. But anyway, yeah, I'd like to believe there's ghosts and demons and cool shit like that, but I just can't because.
Stay at Phil's house one night. Phil's house is haunted.
They're like
You're talking about his
noises.
dogs?
No, Phil's house
Apparently
is
the
straight
thing
up
that
haunted.
apparently the thing that keeps ghosts away is a fan that makes a noise that goes brrr.
Ghosts get scared too.
Yeah, lights go on. I don't want to tell you this.
Lights go
a
on?
door opened.
Yeah, because of fucking air.
No.
Okay,
it was
just really fast.
Yeah.
When people are like, "Oh, door open,"
Yeah.
I have a room that connects to the entire building, so that I'm central to everyone.
Yeah.
Right? There's like a weird 3-door system. If one is even slightly cracked, and I close the other one, something will fucking swing open, or something will. If the door is not fully closed, it'll literally sound like it's opening. There are explanations for so many things. Yes, pipes and yes, there is. Let's go one last one. How far are we in the?
22 and a half.
We're gonna fucking rock
Real
this
quick,
out.
such a quick one. Would you rather have the ability to see ghosts or have visions of people getting killed?
No, fuck
Oh,
that.
I want to
question.
see people getting murdered all day.
Yeah, I like to see ghosts.
Go to
Yeah.
sixsense.sourcefed.com.
Ghosts or watch
Not
people be murdered.
Ghostbusters.
Or yeah, if you want to watch people be murdered, go to YouTube.
Yeah.
If you build a person from parts of people who work on Source, fuck you. What show, movie, book, or idea scarred you the most as a child? Child's Play. Child's Play
that was a-
fucked me
that
up
was
as a
a
kid.
good
Why
one.
would you let a 5-year-old watch that movie?
Yeah, I
There
know.
was one episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark where a vampire came and got everyone. They were in a movie theater, and then they ruined me. But like looking back, I was like, I was just a pussy.
I snuck into my my cousin's room when I was at my uncle's house during one party or whatever. The whole family's there, and they're watching Aliens, and I wasn't allowed to go in there because I was fucking like 3 years old or 4 years old. But I open the door and I see the scene where the chest burster comes out of Ripley in the beginning in the dream, and I'm like, scarred for life. I was thinking I will eat something Japanese
And
or
it'll
foreign,
come out.
and something will come out of my chest.
You're not wrong.
Did you already answer it?
Not wrong. I did.
Last one. Hey, it's good when Phil's on because we cover a lot of things and we don't talk about one thing for 12 minutes. Yes, we did.
Netflix.com.
Adam Bolger says, "What is the most extreme thing you have done for a friend or family member?"
Most extreme thing.
Okay.
Extreme.
Most extreme thing I've ever done
Go
for a friend
for
or
it.
family member. I haven't had to do. My grandma's last thing to me was like believe in God, and I was like, what else? I was like,
sure you-
That's
I
so
can-
recent that it's still sad.
I know it was like she died pretty recently.
Can I
and
get you a Reuben?
Yeah. It was like, what's one thing that you didn't accomplish on this earth that you really want me to do? And she's like, nothing. But if my last wish for you is to believe in God. I was just like speechless. And I was like, listen, she's dying. Okay, so I just said it, but now like my later 20s, I have to go on like a spiritual journey and like figure out my belief in the whole afterwards. I really believe in, like I said, spirituality in the universe and working with the world, but I think omniscience and the whole God idea is a little. I'm skeptical. I'm a skeptic.
Most extreme thing, like in good or bad ways? Like,
I murdered my uncle.
I murdered my uncle. He deserved it. All right. Just saying. I don't know. I can't. I need time to think about this.
Okay.
I honestly need time.
So maybe we'll save that for another table talk.
got one?
Extreme. It's not extreme on my end. I was talking. I think I was saying this to you, or maybe it's news to you. I feel like I've mentioned it to some people. I'm gonna have to be out of the office for like a week or two to be in Florida because a year and a half ago I mentioned that my dad needs a kidney transplant, which was weird and scary to mention because there was a point on YouTube where I just stopped sharing things about myself because everything was hyper criticized and just it freaked me out. But I put out that people, like if you wanted to somehow help Papa DeFranco, you could. And then hundreds of people contacted, but because Florida is set in a certain way, you had to wait 6 months to then go, no, but I really do want to do it.
Oh, so you get like a 6 months
Because it's a
back out
stranger,
period?
because it's a stranger, and then there were like 4 people that then tried to they got the blood test after the 6 months and they were like they might be matches, and so they were flying out to Florida to see if they were full matches. And then, like, I can't go into the specifics of the people, but some people, like, they were matches, but then they were declined. Then there were people that just didn't have it. And then I made a video a few months ago where I was like, we're out of people. If you were one of the people that just forgot to call or, like, you weren't able to get through, do it. And one guy got through.
Whoa.
And he has this amazing story that I think after everything, I'll ask him if I can talk about it.
Yeah.
But and he went down, and he's a perfect match, and so my dad's gonna get a kidney transplant if on the 19th, which is in a few days, they deem him completely fine. And so that's probably the craziest, weirdest, extreme-ist thing that's happened from the internet with family. So I'm gonna try and keep up the shows, but it's not gonna. I mean, my dad's gonna come first.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting October.
Oh
so
my
that's gonna be interesting.
Phil, well, good luck to you.
Good.
That's how we'll end this table talk.
Yeah. Also, I'll take care of PDS for you. Obviously.
To that person, because I haven't talked to that person yet. I don't know if you watch this, but thank you. Do not get hit by a bus before then. And I don't know. I'm just.
By the way, it's not like you want to talk a little bit about the disease because I'm sure it's not just
PKD.
Your dad. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm gonna talk about it in a little bit because we're gonna do something around the charity for it, which is pkdcure.org. We're gonna try and do like those photos I was taking and showing everyone around the office. Like I think we're gonna do those as like. We're gonna auction those off for like money that'll go to PKD Cure. I don't know. It's a long thing.
Oh, cool.
It's what I have. I'm gonna die one day.
We all are, Phil.
Anyway, I love your faces, and thanks for watching SourceFedNerd's Table Talk. My name's Philip Franco.
I'm Ross Everett.
I'm Steve Zaragoza. We're all gonna die someday. We're all gonna die someday. Take care of the shit you wanna do. Don't run out of time, you fool. All gonna die someday. Oh, no. All gonna die someday. So tell that girl you love her and quit your shitty job. Don't do stupid shit, cause you only got one life to live. Only got one life to live.
Only one life to live.
Only one life to live.
One life to live.
We're all gonna die.
Wow.
Where did that come from?